Welcome back to our show. We have a great interview today. My guest today is Dave Cox. He's a former soldier in the Australian Army and a passionate songwriter. Was inspired to set up a charity called Guitars for Veterans Australia. And Dave, welcome to the show.
Oh, good morning, and how are you today?
I'm great. Thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. And this is a wonderful initiative. And Dave, this initiative is brand new to Australia, the Guitars for Veterans Australia, but I
It's
believe
not
it's
brand,
no,
no,
it's
it's
not. No.
not brand new. We established the charity in 2017,
Okay. Yeah. So
so
it's
we've
definitely
been
not
going
brand
since
new.
then.
Yeah,
No, we've
yeah,
been going
definitely
since
not.
then. Yeah,
Yeah. So, and for our listeners, just a quick snapshot what it's about. I think they probably get the gist, but what is it about, and what inspired you to set it up? Because you set this up, correct?
that's correct. I established a program in Australia based on the US model, which I got familiar with when I was traveling there some years ago. And as a songwriter and a musician, and also as a former soldier, it just seemed that we needed to do this program in Australia. So the fundamental reason is it's called music therapy. And what we're trying to do is help veterans manage their PTSD through an alternative method, and it's called through music. So what we do is we actually help a veteran by giving them a guitar and 10 lessons, and we teach them to play a guitar so that it just gives them another path to think about. It gives them an opportunity to learn a new skill, and also gives them an opportunity later on to jam with mates and do something a little different in the music field. So music therapy is a recognized way of dealing with the horror of PTSD.
Yeah, absolutely. And it sounds like a wonderful initiative, and I could see the benefits for sure. Because music, I always say music is the soul of life, whatever it may be. They also use music for those individuals who struggle with, say, autism or on the spectrum as well. And music helps a lot of people. But you've set this up while because you're a singer-songwriter yourself. You were still releasing songs and setting up, building this charity at the same time. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, I started out writing some songs, and then after I established Guitars for Veterans, it was clear that it was to share the joy and the passion of music with others, and using the Guitars for Veterans model in the USA, it was appropriate, and I just felt it was the right thing to do in Australia. So we kicked off in 2017, and we've probably helped around about the 450 veterans have now got a guitar and 10 lessons, and they're playing in some form now, either playing with others or jamming or just sitting on the back porch with a cup of coffee and just escaping for a while into a little bit of music.
That is amazing. That is wonderful, David. That's Dave. Fantastic. And there's also a track that's been released called Hey Brother. I don't know if you've heard about it, Dave.
Yes, well, that's our second album. We as part of the journey, we're always looking how we can fundraise,
Yeah.
and because we're a charity and not for profit, we need to be a little creative. And there's no better way than actually share good music. So this is our second album, and it's called Second Tour, and we're lucky enough to be able to have Russell join us and sing that wonderful song "Hey Brother," which was based on the Wolfe Brothers song, and we all know Russell. He really pours his heart and passion into a song, and no better one than this "Hey Brother."
Absolutely. And we have to mention that Russell is an award-winning singer-songwriter and an OM as well, with a lot of hits. And he does a wonderful cover of Hey Brother. We play it a lot on the radio, Dave,
Thank you
over at
very
my show.
much.
Yeah, so, and it's got a great response. And now the listeners can connect the song to a wonderful charity that you've just described that you've set up. But before I let you go, Dave, moving forward, what's the ideal goal for the charity? Other than
Well,
helping, the veterans, where do you see it? Where you want it to go?
well, obviously we want to take it bigger and better and brighter across the country. We're already serving and helping veterans all around Australia, but to do that, obviously we need a little more support. And so the whole spirit of the album is to raise more awareness, and hopefully there might be a few corporate sponsors out there that want to help veterans in a meaningful way, and we'd be happy to talk to them about that. So we just want the journey to grow, and we want to not only just give veterans the guitar and a few lessons, but we want to bring them together to jam with each other, even form bands, find ways that music can be a good pathway for veterans who struggle with that horrible affliction of PTSD. So it's our simple way of doing something. So we're always looking for people to join our team and help us along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. If anybody wants to join the team, please get in touch with Dave and the crew there. I believe it's G, the number 4, V for Victor, A for Apple.org.au.
That's our website, and
Yeah,
also the album is available on Bandcamp. So if you look for Guitars for Veterans Australia Bandcamp, you'll see the album second tour. And if you download that album, every album that we sell actually funds a lesson for a veteran.
fantastic. And Dave, you've also got a single on that album called Freedom is Not Free.
Yes, it's a song. Being a songwriter, I like to pour out a few feelings about things, and I'm really passionate about the Anzac Day dawn service. I think
Yeah,
it's a beautiful symbol of reflection for all Australians, and that dawn service means a lot to me. So the song "Freedom's Not Free" is really just a tribute to the dawn service, and just talks about that freedom is not free. There's sacrifice involved, and it's up for all of us as Australians perhaps to just give up 25 minutes at dawn, bring a child, and share the what it means to reflect on the values that many have paid the ultimate price for our country.
absolutely. Fully agree, Dave. And before I do let you go, I want to ask you this question. I know I'm a bit selfish here, but my view is that the US support their veterans better than any other country. What are your views on that?
I think it's probably because they have a thing called the VA, the Veterans Outfit, and they have specific hospitals. They've poured a lot of resources into helping their veterans over the years. We are still catching up in many, many ways, and the VA in the USA actually sponsor and help the Guitars for Veterans program. So they've got places to go and do that. We don't. We have to find RSLs, halls. We have to actually struggle ourselves to do that. But I believe in time, the government is really trying to correct the imbalance and give to the veterans for the future. So I'm positive about that, but I think the best way to make things happen is to get out and do it yourself, lead it from the front and make change.
Absolutely. And yeah, absolutely. With big shout out to all our veterans who past, present, and current that are, they're serving at the moment. They're not veterans, a lot of them are youngsters, but we owe a lot to those individuals for what we have today. Not only here in Australia, but other countries have their people have served as well to keep peace and happiness around the world.
Well, we support all veterans with our program now, whether they're in their mid-20s or whether they're 85. We've supplied and we've helped veterans, everybody in between, males, females, doesn't matter what service they performed in or served, we consider them veterans, and we respect and value what they did for our country. So here's our way of just sharing a little bit of music and hopefully, brighten their lives in a very simple way.
Fantastic. And once again, for our listeners, if you want to get in touch, go to the webpage G4VA at .org.au. That is the webpage. And get in touch with Dave and the team there. And if you want to support, please support this wonderful charity and stream the music. It is fantastic music. And Dave, thank you for joining me today. I hope we can chat again in the near future. You're always welcome back here on the show.
Right. Thank you very much. Anytime, and thanks for the opportunity to share our story. I appreciate it.
No,
Enjoy the album and the songs.
we definitely will. Thanks, Dave. You have a great day, and thank you again for joining me.
All the best, mate. Thank you.
Cheers.